do. Yup. I'll tell you what, we're gonna be waterbending today. Yup. Just gotta notify Discord. Welcome everybody to I don't remember what world it's in. This world. I am laying down. What? It's World of Chaos? No. This is waterbending. This is the water whip that I started working on last time. Speaking of the water whip, I got some news that you may not like, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. Excuse me. It was very unprofessional of me, and I'm a professional YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I am an illusion. I'm not real. Yeah, so water whip. As you can see right now, so for the last the other 4 bending videos I did, the other 3 elements in bread bending. I guess the 4 elements. Everyone knows bread is one of the biggest elements in the show. Anyways, I did 4 abilities. Now, as you guys can see by the size of the commands, that's the water whip, which is this, is not even done, and is like over double what these 2 are, and I haven't even done the damage. So I'm actually not doing this. And don't forget, I don't mean I'm not doing it ever, but I'm actually going to make the water whip its separate video, because I mean this is going to take so long to go through that it quite frankly deserves to be its own separate video. So I'm not doing this today, and this won't be part of the waterbending video because this isn't even finished. This doesn't even do damage. This is just the physics for it. And no, for those of you wondering, it's not just a straight line in front of me. It actually moves like a whip, like it has motion. And then the way it's going to work is that as it moves, it actually builds up damage. So that way when it hits something, the damage is relative to it moving, like how much you've moved it. So you can't just keep it on something. You actually have to move it around to get a lot of damage with it, like you would expect a whip to work. Because it's so complicated, and I have all these commands, and it's still not even done. It doesn't make sense to put this in the same video. It's gonna make it deserves to be its own video, so I still will do it. Do keep that in mind. I'm still gonna do it, but it's gonna be a separate video, and I'm not doing excuse me. And I won't be doing it today. So yes. So it's gonna be a separate thing. So I'm actually gonna move it. It's still gonna be on this island, but I'm just gonna move it so that way it's not confusing when I actually go about doing the tutorial. Oops. So just so you guys are aware, I am still gonna do it. Don't worry. Okay, not Irish, but because you guys liked the challenge last time, I actually kind of hurt my throat doing that. I'm not gonna lie, kind of hurt my throat doing that. So I'm not gonna do the Irish accent again. But bring it 4 down. The challenge for today is if you guys, sorry, there's trucks that go down my street. If you guys give $10, I will give myself darkness for the rest of the stream. And by the way, this is like an additive, doesn't allow it to be for one person. And also, it's completely optional. Please don't waste your money. This is just kind of a joke thing. Please don't waste your money if you don't have the money to do this. It's just kind of a fun little joke thing that you can do to mess with me on stream. But yeah, please don't waste your money if you don't have that. I want to make that abundantly clear here. Yeah. So the options are: is it for $10? I will... What am I going to do? $10, it is... I will give myself darkness for the rest of stream. And if you upped it to $15, I'll give myself blindness, which is even stronger. So that's I think the challenge. And then yes, the chat $3 for mess with me for a minute is also still on the table if you want to do that instead. But if you're doing the $3 thing, it doesn't add towards the collective blindness for the rest of the video. And like I said, please keep in mind this is a fun thing to mess with me, but don't do it if you don't have money. Please don't waste your money on that. If you guys have any other suggestions, you're welcome to give me the suggestions as well. But I'll have to approve it before I say. I'm glad they're good to watch while studying. Not doing frog bending today. As I said, if you guys have other suggestions of what you'd like to do, you can put it in chat. Right now, the current offer is blindness. But if you have another suggestion, I'll have to manually approve it. Things that hurt my throat a little bit. I got sick of the Irish thing. Took way too much work for me. I do want to do another Star Wars class one at some point too. I have a lot of things that I want to get planned. Getting food for the week or giving Guppy darkness. What should I do? Okay. Okay, somebody kept saying the drowning damage thing. It doesn't work. Look. I'll show you. It does. Does damage. People kept saying that. Yeah, people kept saying that the drowning damage doesn't work. No, it's not that at all. Zombies don't take damage to become drowned. They're just in the water for a period of time and they become drowned. It has nothing to do with drowning damage. Okay, so the two ideas I was thinking to finish up waterbending, because like I said, I'm not doing water whip. That's going to be separate video. Still going to do it, just not in this because it'd take way too long. So the two things that I want to do is, number one, have an ability that's when you're in water, you get healing. That alone is a little bit boring, so we're going to have some particles that are going to go along with that, but you're going to get healing when you're in water. So we're going to do glowing sack, because it kind of looks like it. Just trying to find some blue. I guess prismarine crystals are underwater too. Ice breath. I've done ice breath before though. I was thinking of doing blood bending. So we have one that's like a healing underwater, and then one that's like blood bending. Is what I was thinking. You can maybe do redstone for the blood bending. That's what I was thinking. Okay, blood bending. You guys are cool with that? Cool. Okay, we're gonna do the healing one first because I want to think of how I'm gonna do blood bending a little bit still. When is episode 2 of the survival series? Play Undertale whenever you make a typo. Never played Undertale before. I don't really want to. What was I saying? All right, hold on. What have I done so far? No, this doesn't do anything. Right, hold on, because I did ice. Is it ice or packed? I think it was packed ice. Okay, here's what I've done so far. We have packed ice. You can place a temporary wall. Yeah, I did packed ice. And then the other thing we've done is the Heart of the Sea attack, which is a water blade, which shoots a blade of like actual water block that does damage. Yeah, what'd you guys think of the survival series that I started and posted the first video of today? My very normal world. Normal survival. Okay, so first thing we want to do... I didn't watch it. It wasn't fun. Oh. Alright, well, you guys heard Cute Kill. It wasn't fun. I guess I'm canceling the series. Yeah, I got jumped by a lot of mobs. I'd never survived in hardcore. No, I know. So I'm not doing a hardcore series. Because it is not scripted. That series is like just straight up raw recording. I actually I don't script any of it. There is some weird stuff it looks like going on in the world, but I promise you, that's not at all scripted. Like straight up, that is not at all scripted. All right, let's see. So first what we're gonna do is just make it simple. So if you're holding the glowing sack and you're in water, it's gonna heal you, but I also want to do some particles just to make it a little bit fancier than just that. Because I think that is actually straight up from the series. Like you could actually just do healing with water. I think that was something specific to them. Yeah, Mojang nerfed me in survival, so I can't use commands exactly. No, not the villager habit particle. I'm gonna use a blue particle. Make it give you water breathing too. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that. It's a good idea. All right, we'll do the effects first since they're really simple. So effects, no, execute at E at A, tag equals water V. Could I get a redstone stir for bedrock? I don't really know redstone that well. Look at like Silent Whisper or something else like that. What am I looking at? Okay, execute the water B has item equals glow ink sack. I know how to spell ink. Sack. Do I know? Yeah, okay. Glowing sack location equals slot dot weapon dot main hands if block water run effect s regeneration to true. I'll just put this on like a 20 tick delay. And we'll do the same thing with water breathing. Okay, let me catch up the chat real quick. 2 words mumbo jumbo. That's Java, won't work. Java and Bedrock Redstone are very different. Also, Mumbo Jumbo, I like Mumbo Jumbo and all, but he's definitely not. He gets like a lot of credit for being the best YouTuber for Redstone, and he's not even close to it. There's no offense. I think he's a very good YouTuber, but he's nowhere close to the best Redstoner on Java. Like, look at Ilmango or even Doc M on the Hermitcraft server. Well, it's not gonna be crouch activate. It's gonna be active while you're in water. Slot tie weapon, main hands. That's badass. Yeah, there we go. Got banished to make a spiral realm with people from World of Chaos. I don't know. Command is probably Red's. Command is pro, Redstone is noob. Nah, Command and Redstone are just very different. Because obviously Redstone works in survival and commands don't. Make bloodbending also affect plants. Yeah, maybe. I mean, you can. You can crouch like this, but you can't while you're like swimming. You can actually swim, but it's too shallow for me to swim. But yeah. Okay, so what happens if I'm in water? Boom, I get some healing. But now we need to make some particles because just that is really boring. So, give me 1 second here to pull my particle chart. No, that's too small. Oh, we could do that. That works. We just have that circling essentially. Okay. I said in your vid you must pin this comment, but I didn't. Yeah, I guess you didn't have any authority. Make a very human ability set. I don't. What? You're doing this in Minecraft right now. Nice. Nuke bending. See, anytime I make a command block video, I hear nothing but nuke. But like, you guys will just throw a word and say nuke bending. That's all. No, you'll throw out a word and you'll say bending. That's it. It's funny. It's funny, but like, that's all that ever happens on my streams anymore. I'll say, hey guys, what do you want to do? And you just choose a random word and say bending after it. Yeah, I've heard bending before. Oh, whoops. Guppy duck bending? Yeah. I don't even know what that looks like. Again, I don't actually want to do that. Stream bending, villager bending, command block bending, none bending. This is what I mean. That's what I mean. That's all you guys do. 0.7, 0.7. Then 1. Let's just see what this looks like so far. I probably won't actually bring it up one. We go into the actual water just to see what it looks like. So we'll just have it basically circling around the player like that. Yeah, frog bending. You can use the particles that only work underwater. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what one of these bubble particles are. Oh, whoops. Yeah, okay. Negative 0.7. Okay, so then this would be like -1 here. Then negative 0.7, negative 0.7. Just trying to make sure I get everything. Does bending with PvP? Yes. Tutorial bending. There you go. That's a good one. So now I think it's -1 here. This. I don't think it's a big enough pool to see it. Then we can play a little sound. Doesn't have to be anything big. This is going to be more of just a passive ability. You need to host a social experiment? I'd be down to do that. I would be, legitimately. Alright, we did that. We just want to add a sound. Activate. At a. It's 10. I'll be in the social experiment if there's bread bending. I've already done bread bending. The idea is command block game jam. People make stuff for commands and aren't rated by everybody. It's not a bad idea. But I wouldn't make it on a live stream. I'd probably judge on a live stream or something like that, where people send me the structures of the world files. Something like that would probably be the easiest way to do it. So, by the way, okay, so we got this working. So this is kind of like the passive healing. Only works in water, though. If I go out of the water and I'm still trying to hold this, it fades away. There we go. How do you set a liquid depth with the set block command block? I did it somewhere over here. Like this. Okay, so that's it for that. Last thing we're going to do is blood bending. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is make it so that more or less anything you look at, we'll do it in two parts because I know the vegetation was really requested. So we'll have the first part will be any mob you look at while you're holding the redstone dust is going to basically kind of float in place a little bit, and it's going to take damage. Then it's also, since the vegetation stuff was requested, it's going to turn grass to dirt, and it's going to get rid of leaves, I think is what we'll do to make the vegetation effect of bloodbending. Do you plan on making a necromancy? I do. I actually want to do that at some point. But I won't yet because I want to figure out how to do a better system than what I have plans. I have an idea on how to do necromancy right now, but it's not really great. Because right now, the easiest way to do it is to basically summon in a mob. Because, I mean, what you want to do is you want to have, like, zombies spawn in, and then they fight for you. So the best way you do it right now is you spawn the zombies in, and then they take a slash damage from other nearby mobs, and then zombies you spawn in get aggressive towards those mobs. But there's still some issues with that. I want to make it basically a full-on companion system, similar to Clyde in World of Chaos, but more refined, because as you guys know, Clyde has a lot of issues with him, unfortunately, for those of you who played World of Chaos and killed Corvus. But I want to do that. I want to make a refined, basically, companion system before I do that. If that makes sense. Hello, Fortunate Makwasa. What is a Corvus? You'd know if you didn't hate World of Chaos for no reason. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We'll do the... You, bro, you're like the only person doing this type of content on Bedrock. Keep it up, thanks. Although I will also recommend Anonymous Commands and Fantasy does some cool stuff too. Speaking of fantasy, have fantasy. B has it equals is it redstone or redstone dust? Just redstone, okay. Dust location equals slots dot weapon dot main hands. Are you sure blood bending in tag water B? That's water bending. There's a command you can do where mobs can't get within 2 blocks of you. Conch, I made a force field command already. Noodle blew up. Who has 40k subs? Oh, Noodle Man? Oh, dang. Oh, just shorts. Nice. All right. Can you make an advanced command guide? I'm gonna continue the command block tutorial series that I started. I have a lot of things I'm gonna continue because I want to do blending. I want to do the water whip. I want to do more of my my normal survival series. I want to do more of the Star Wars classes. I actually have a lot of things that I want to get to at some point. Why does it tag waterbreath for bloodbending? Because bloodbending is a subtype of waterbending. At as run at as positioned 5. Run. No. Has it E. Nate. R equals 4. Run TP at S. What? Whoops. Guppy Duck is waffle. What did I do to be a waffle? I prefer waffles. What's the redstone toss? It's going to be blood bending here in a second. That's because it's just redstone. I even looked that up and still did the wrong thing. Too much levitation. I think it's too much levitation still. The waffle check. Alright, so let's try this out. This is blood bending thus far. Does that look good? Then I'll do the vegetation part secondarily. What are we doing? I want to decrease the damage a little bit. So yeah, so we have that so far. We have the placeable ice wall. And we have the water blade that does damage at range. So that's kind of like the main projectile. And then, like I said, this will be technically part of waterbending, but I'm saving it for later. This is the water whip because it's just so complicated, but I'm doing it later. What's the command to extend command block radius? Taking area. What do you mean bloodbending should have some control? It's not just everything in the area, it's only what I'm looking at. Alright, now let's make the kind of like killing the veggies. Didn't you say I was gonna make... I never said I was gonna make minions. I'm not a Facebook mom. Run. Fill. 333. -3, -4, -3. Dirt replace grass. See, now it kills the grass as I'm going around. Gonna make this on a bit of a tick delay though. Oh, minions. Oh, okay. I thought you meant like Despicable Me minions. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I did say that. I'm sorry. I thought you meant like Despicable Me minions. I'm like, I'm not doing that. What are you talking about? Place leaves. Guppy 1 second equals 16 ticks. No, it equals 20 ticks. I think it's short grass. There you go. Now short grass is replaced with wither roses. And we could do ferns as well. There you go. Oh yeah, I guess flowers too. Well, I don't think flower is a thing. Yeah, so I gotta do like each individual flower type. And I think players can just do that on their own if they want to add more blocks. I don't think I'll add any more for the sake of the brevity of the tutorial. Yeah, bloodbending does not really have particles. It does kind of have a force effect, see? Kind of levitates them, and they can't move in this spot. Like if I were to go into adventure mode, they can't target me anymore. Mangrove roots. What do mangrove roots? I don't forget what they look like. I guess that makes sense. Mangrove roots. Mangrove roots. There you go. Now bloodbending kills things. You happy? Hate you guys who hate nature that bloodbending now works like that. All right. So that about wraps up the first set of World of, not World of Chaos, Waterbending. And with that, I'm gonna not work on those anymore. I am gonna work on the whip. I gotta have the whip scoreboard still up, to be honest. Alright, so what should be happening is that shouldn't be adding right now. So let's figure out why that is first. Just bump these numbers up and see if that fixes it. Plan on making any more bosses? At some point, I'm not opposed to it. Like I said, the issue is right now I have so many different things that I am wanting to work on. That I can't at the moment, just because I've just a lot on my docket. Because I started a new series today, and I have a couple of unfinished series that need to be worked on. Make the bosses genders from Avatar: The Last Airbender. So I'm not sure why they're adding right now. So what we can do. Let's figure out which ones are adding by disabling all but one, and then figure out which one is actually being added. Okay, so one is being added. Why? Or no, not that one. Wait, do I not disable all of them? I did not. Okay. All right. Why is this adding? Unless entity ID. So this shouldn't be. Kill ID name equals with T1. Right now, should not be adding at all, but it is. Let's see if we can figure out why that is. Name equals not. Whip 1. Name equals not. Whip T1. Okay, so keep in mind, those commands down here is going to be a different set of commands than these commands over here. Not sure why they're not invisible. Oh, because it's underground. That's why. Hold on a second. Have I ever tried Java? Yeah, I've tried Java. I literally can't get a view on this thing anywhere I look. So that's the actual whip right there. What I'm trying to find is where it's targeting. And the issue is I can't find the actual target. Ba, ba, ba. Um, let's just try this out. Okay, see, it's still adding. As at s unless entity name equals whip_t1. Let's just try this. Let's just see. Okay, so now it's just adding what it shouldn't. Okay, so what if I put this on a 1 tick delay? Put this on a 1 tick delay. You know, I really don't want to. Zero 0.4. There we go. Now it's actually working. I think I just gotta do that for all of them. And we'll see. Okay. Just put all these on a 1 tick delay. Soup bending would pair nicely with bread bending. You are correct. What are you guys talking? Are you talking about your Duolingo streaks? Still waiting for frog bending? Well, you're gonna have to wait. I'm not doing it today. Frog bending is not my top priority. I feel like it should have been fairly obvious that I was not doing frog bending today. So one of the TP commands is not working. Why? Okay, so 1 and 6 aren't teleporting consistently. Right, is whip T6 summoning correctly? Alright, I realize what I need to do, and it's annoying. But I know what I need to do. I also don't need these on one tick delays. You guys wanted the complex stuff. Will I ever do a collab with Duolingo? Yeah, sure. They got to reach out to me first, though. I don't want to go down to a smaller creator, because I'm just so much bigger than Duolingo and whatnot. It's like if they reach out to me, then maybe. Nah, I'd love to get sponsored, but I don't think I'm big enough to do that. It'd be cool, though. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to explain this. This is not gonna be an easy one, and I'm not even gonna be able to fully, like, explain it, if that makes sense. There we go. See, look, they don't add when I'm still, but they do add when I get like this. Can you make more tutorials for stuff like supervillain powers, like Joker? Well, Joker doesn't have any powers. Can you pass the water whip and do something fun? That cute kill. It's not all about you. Life hack, just don't do a water whip tutorial. That's a great idea. You guys voted to make it complicated. Sometimes I do simple stuff for the lay folk, but if you guys want to actually get complicated, then I have complicated tutorials. Shouldn't the score go to 0 when the whip stops moving? No. The score's gonna go down whenever it does damage. So now we need to do the damage stuff. It's gonna do a lot of damage. As a Philium Swift once said. Okay. Execute. What if when you're done with something and you don't know what to do, let the viewers decide? David Riley, I do that quite often, actually. Waterbending was something that was very requested by viewers, so this is actually something I decided. Entity scores equal whip equals 1 dot dot. Run damage at E. Type equals mob, or family equals mob. One override. Tag equals not. Water B. Type equals not. Armor stands. Dx equals 1. Okay. Try this, and then execute as if entity at E, blah, 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 blah. run scoreboard players, remove add as whip 1. All right. Do damage. No. Where? Okay. Hold on. Let's try. Oh, DX equals 0. That's why. Maybe that might be why. We'll see. No. Okay. Just try R equals 1. Oh. No. I know why. Negative 10. Y equals. Hold on. Let me find the particle. Where's the particle commands? Is it here? Nope. 11.6. Y equals 222. It's 11.6. Family. Y equals 11.6. So I forgot that they're underground. All right, let's see if that works. Don't worry, we're gonna fix it. Not do as much damage. Scoreboard players remove whip 1. Okay, so now basically as soon as I cast this, it's not gonna be able to do anything, but as soon as I start moving around with it, I feel like this isn't removing it. Oh, See, it's not removing. I'm not sure why. If entity, that's the same as the damage command. Should be. Tag was letter B, armor stand. That's why. Also, I think I want to change it to water blocks instead of water particles because I think that would actually look a lot cooler. So let's do that. Alright, I'm just going to do pretty simply here. Hair. Execute. At A. At A, run. No. Tag equals water B. As item equals lapis lazuli. Make it optional for particles or water blocks. I mean, yeah, they will be. Run, fill, pop, pop. 10, 10, 10, negative 10, negative 10, negative 10, air, replace, flowing water. Why do I choose husks as my main target? Pretty simple. They don't burn, but they also don't have ranged abilities, so they're just really good test targets. They're basically the same as a zombie, except they don't burn in daylight. How do you make so the command only executes when you're holding the item? Location equal, actually forgot. Location slot dot weapon dot main hand. It's 11.6. Let's see if this works. I just want to increase the liquid depth. Yeah, this seems to work as well. Hold on, I think I might know why. No, shouldn't be the issue. Yeah, that is really buggy. Yeah, I think I'll just keep the particles. Particles just work a lot better. Not nearly so buggy. What's the difference between execute as and execute at? I have a video on the execute commands. But essentially at only cares about the position of an entity, and as cares about everything but the position of the entity, including the rotation. But basically, as is like if you say you execute as a zombie named Todd, it's almost as if the zombie named Todd was the one who actually typed the command, other than caring about the location. If that makes sense. All right, well, I think that's going to be it. All right. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be it for now. By the way, for those of you who watched my newest video today, what do you guys think? I mean, it's very different than what I normally do. I don't normally just do very normal survival gameplays, let's plays, I guess. What do you guys think? It was a very normal survival episode. Yeah, that's what I thought. Is that just yeah, because like normally I'm a command block YouTuber, but I wanted to change things up a bit, do something a little bit different. People saying it was fake. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not scripted in the slightest, I promise you. Is it possible to fix sneak detection? Yeah, just you have to do a second height detect thing. Make sure they're not too short. Your videos are good, but streams are better, so make the streams longer. No. Streams are like usually an hour and a half. I honestly don't really like going longer than that. It's not really fun for me beyond an hour and a half. Plus, my videos get way more views and attention and grow my channel. The streams are just kind of more for fun, but like my channel is mostly built on the YouTube channels or like the actual videos, if that makes sense. But anyways, dinner is almost ready in the sense that I need to finish making dinner because I'm making it. But thank you guys so much for coming. Make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see when these videos come out. Just the last Kibberlin said, when did you start commands? I think before Bedrock Edition was actually out. I do have a whole video if you look at, it's called Learn Commands. It's like an older one. It kind of goes through my history of doing commands. So, yeah, check that out. But thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. And I will schedule a stream maybe Friday, maybe Saturday. That will do a I make your ideas, which is what this thumbnail is, which essentially for those streams, if you guys show up, make sure they're on time. You guys give me your suggestions. I will choose 4 of the suggestions that I think are good and are, possible, because you guys don't always give me things that are possible, unfortunately. So I'll do like 4 ideas. I'll choose 4, kind of filter it, and then I put that in a poll, and then you guys get to vote on what I actually make in that video, and then next tutorial or 2 tutorials from there will actually be whatever you guys voted on. So yeah. Um Thank you guys so much for coming. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoy the new content of the waterbending is hopefully going to be this Friday. I guess I should say that too. I hope you guys enjoy the new content. Check out my new survival series that I'm starting, the normal survival series, just taking a break from the commands and doing normal survival. So yeah. Later, Gators.